Welcome to Outlaw Librarians, Jailbreaking the Modern Library, a Peoria Public Library podcast, where we bend and break the rules of the old-fashioned library. Listen while we talk about how librarians are breaking the stereotype of boring, stuffy libraries. Welcome to Peoria Public Library's podcast, Outlaw Librarian. We're here at episode number 16, Escape Behind the Scenes. We're here with Mary today. Welcome, Mary.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
What is your work history with PPL? How long have you been here, and what is your job title?
Well, I've been here 34 years. I'm a children's librarian. I started out at the McClure branch back in 1984. Fairly new, really had no idea what to do. It was kind of fun to experiment and see what stories worked and what didn't.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed what I've done. I've done some puppet shows and a lot of different things.
Oh, great. How did you get into doing the puppet shows? What kind of caught your attention?
Well, back when I was in college, we always used to do a fall trip around Thanksgiving to New York City. It was a theater group that we would go and stay. We'd see some Broadway shows, off-Broadway shows, and museums. And I happened to be going to the New York Metropolitan Museum, and they had a display, a puppet display with Punch and Judy. And I just was hooked. I thought, this is so cool. What a way to get kids interested in reading. What a way to, entertain kids. I just fell in love with it.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Do you write your own puppet shows?
I have written a few. I've written some Christmas ones, some Easter ones, and some Halloween ones.
Okay. Is it hard to write them?
Kind of. It's kind of challenging. I've tried to look at the way some scripts are written, but I try to find different stories that I'm interested in that maybe I could interpret into a puppet show. So get some ideas that way.
Okay. So for the inspiration, you look towards books and stories you already know.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, I'd like to find some, or some new things that have come out, and when I see them, I think, that's kind of a great idea for a puppet show. So
that's a good idea. What is the most surprising thing about plays for kids? Why are kids drawn so much to puppet shows?
I think that it's a character that they can relate to. When I do a puppet show, I have a little sheer curtain in front of me that separates me from the audience. I know the kids can see me. When I first started doing them, a lot of them would say, "We can see you." But once I start doing the puppet characters, they don't realize I'm back there anymore. The puppets kind of take the main stage. They're very interested in them. They relate well to them. A lot of them, when I get done now, will say, "How did you do that voice?" And I'll think, "Me? That wasn't me. That was the puppet. It wasn't me talking."
Okay, last question. What are you reading right now? What is on your nightstand?
Several things are on my nightstand. I like to do crossword puzzles at night.
Me too.
I also like to read James Patterson books.
Great.
He is great. When I was younger, I used to be into Stephen King. And my mom was convinced that I would be a murderer when I grew up. So she talked me out of reading Stephen King. But I love James Patterson. I've read his books from the very beginning. Along Came a Spider. I like to go back and read some of the older ones. Some of the newer ones that he has, that he's co-written with other authors, I like, but not as well as his original stuff. I think that's the way it is with a lot of authors.
Yeah.
You really like that first original stuff they do.
All right, Mary, thank you for joining us and talking about your puppet shows.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us at Peoria Public Library's podcast, Outlaw Librarian, Escape Behind the Stage. Thank you. Thanks for listening to us here on Outlaw Librarians, Jailbreaking the Modern Library, a Peoria Public Library podcast. We strive to break the rules and laws of the old silent libraries and make them fun and exciting again. We hope you enjoyed listening and learning about the new noisy rules of libraries. You're a daisy! The Show Must Be Go by Kevin MacLeod, Incompetech.com, licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0. Website http:// creativecommons.org/licenses/by/3.0/.